About a year ago, we did a video on livestock guardian dogs in general. Since then, we have decided which breed we prefer, and we're going to let you guys know why the Anatolian Shepherd is the breed for your farm or homestead. We're right on the edge of 3. We're still pretty new to homesteading, but when we started, we knew the first thing that we needed to do was get something to protect the livestock that we wanted to have. We started with an Anatolian Shepherd male to begin with, and then after him, we got a Great Pyrenees female, followed by another Anatolian Shepherd female. And in this time, in this short 3 years that we've been doing this, it's just
Am I crazy or does this guy kind of look like Tom Segura if Tom Segura was on Ozempic? You don't see it? Like a little bit? Like he's got a hat on.
just something about the Anatolian Shepherd that we've really fell in love with.
Or am I thinking Bert Kreischer?
Nothing against our Great Pyrenees.
She's great, but we
oh no, I
really
wasn't thinking Tom Segura. I was thinking
Anatolian.
Bert Kreischer. My bad. That is, I am being an anti-white racist. No, Bert Kreischer on Ozempic. I was being anti-white racist, but not in the way that you think. Like I mistook Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, which is something I've done many times. I'm surprised more people don't do that.
Shepherds. There's just something about those dogs that stand out, and we've been breeding them for a year now.
Yeah.
And we've gotten some really healthy litters out of them, and we're going to talk about a few reasons on why.
No? His nose is bigger. He's got a more alcoholic nose.
Why the Anatolians impress us so much and why we love that breed. Anatolian Shepherds as a working dog, they have been around for a long time. They come from the region of Anatolia in Turkey, and they've been around since, 2000 BC, so thousands of years, a long established line of working dogs, and it's something that had to be imported into the U.S.
Yeah, so the Turkish government did not start exporting
It's true.
the Anatolian Shepherds until the 1900s. And kind of real quick, the way it
Even then, it's like severely restricted, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure even now, like they used to safeguard that shit. Like they used to gatekeep that shit like a motherfucker. Like they wouldn't let you. They would not let you get a dog out like that easily.
came about was there was a program in the U.S. Trying to figure out what the best sheepdog is for the sheep in Texas. They had a program, a grant going to find out what the best sheepdog was, and the guy that was doing the research was talking to a Turkish diplomat in D.C., and the Turkish diplomat said, we have the best breed of sheepdogs.
We've got them.
And they sent 2 Anatolian Shepherds to this guy. And shortly after, this is still the Depression era, almost World War II time frame. They couldn't afford to keep the program going, so they had to shut it down. So the Anatolians, after the 1930s, they were sold to the Virgin Islands, and that was pretty much the end of the Anatolian Shepherd in the U.S. until around 1973, when the U.S. government enacted the Endangered Species Act, which made it a federal crime for farmers and homesteaders to kill predators going after the
To
livestock.
protect their livestock.
They weren't able to protect their livestock.
This guy's mad about 1973, dog. You just became a homesteader. Didn't he say he just became a homesteader recently? Am I crazy? Like, why are you mad about 1973? You've been doing this for 3 fucking years, dude.
The way that they had always been able to do due to this new.
It's like, man, in the good old days, we could kill the wildlife that came on our fucking goddamn homestead. It's like, bro, you're from Oregon, but from Portland, and you just started a homestead like last year, and you're mad that you can't kill them coyotes. I'll never forgive you, Jane Fonda. Fuck you. Like,
Law.
Endangered Species Act.
Yeah.
So because of this new Endangered Species Act, farmers weren't able to protect their livestock, so they had to find another way. And around this time, soldiers were coming back from deployments to Turkey. There was a Turkish base, and they were bringing back these Anatolian
1973. I wonder why there was a Turkish base deployment. Much to consider why there are so many American military bases in the nation of Turkey, thousands of miles away. Oh, that's right. It's called NATO. NATO.
shepherds with them, and they soon found out that these are the perfect dogs to protect your livestock.
But remember, I'm a Western American, so I just like think everything is American centric. And I could not even begin to have an opinion on, you know, America dominating your country by NATO. By way of NATO. Look at them toe beans.
When we first moved out here, we knew we were going to be in the middle of the woods. We're going to have to deal with predator issues,
fuck
whether
is a
that's
sarp
foxes
running
or
now?
bobcats or potentially bears and coyotes. We knew they live in these woods. So we knew we needed protection for our farm and for our livestock because we can't sit out here all night long. Anatolians were a great choice for us. They've been bred for it. They are a big breed. It's a big dog, majestic, and they know what to do.
On top of their size, they just know what to do. It's natural instinct for them. They
look at that
require
baby.
very
That's a
little
baby.
actual training for livestock protection. They require just basic obedience training, sit, stay, that kind of stuff, but you can't train them to protect livestock. That's just in their DNA, and to do that, really all you need to do is just expose them at an early age. When you're looking for a livestock guardian for your farm, you want to get one that's coming from a working farm and one that has already been exposed to the livestock that they're going to be working on whenever you get yours. Now, they're not going to come out of the box the perfect livestock guardian dog. It is going to take a little work. When you get these guys or girls as puppies, it's going to take some training to take the puppy out of them. It's just natural instinct for a puppy to want to play. And chickens make the perfect toy. They love to chase chickens, and they get really excited when they catch one, and it usually doesn't end well for the chicken. They're not trying to kill chickens. They're just trying to play, but they play a little rougher than the chicken wants to be played with, and the chicken will just give up on life. So stuff like that, when they're puppies, you're going to have to supervise and let them know.
The chicken exploded. Look at that.
What's acceptable.
They look like mutts, to be honest. Not an insult, just an observation. I don't think that they're very good-looking dogs. in particular. I think they look like a indiscriminate dog, like a dog breed that you can't really figure out what it is. I'm not even kidding. But because of that, they look kind of specific. They do. They look like the default dog. Yeah. It's like I would never be like, oh, how dare you? They have a very specific code or a very specific look. Not at all. They straight up look like a very generic default dog. I can still tell when I don't know why, but I can, maybe because I grew up around a lot of Anatolian Shepherds. I can still tell when I see one, but they look like homeless dogs in the Mediterranean. Brother, that's probably because they are that breed. Like, he said they look like homeless dogs in the Mediterranean. Yeah, because they're that breed, most likely. The Marvel film you shut down yesterday confirmed to be Blade. I thought it was Wonder Man. They said it was Wonder Man. But it could be Blade. The studio whose creative process involves rewrites and experimentation on set is still gearing up to shoot Deadpool 3. Which said the film begin. Yeah, it's in Atlanta. No, this was supposed to be in Atlanta. This is different. I think what we shut down was Wonder Man for Disney Plus. Wonder Man isn't real. Yeah, this wasn't even. Yeah, Blade hasn't even started production yet. They are rewriting it. Exactly. They probably. Wonder Man is a code name. Yeah, no, Blade is being shot in Atlanta and Blade hasn't started shooting yet. They probably. The reason why they would shut this down is because. They shut this down because it needs rewrites. It needs rewrites, so it won't. They can't do rewrites. What? There's not a wolf or coyote? I don't get it. I don't know what the fuck is happening here. Like, it sounds like an Indian TikTok. No one's crying. So it's probably not an Indian TikTok. Myth, where the fuck are you, bro? Do you just live in Texas now? I miss you, you piece of shit. The fuck is this, dude? You left your fucking friends behind and you just moved to Austin. No, seriously, I'm back. Now, are you? Are you though? Bro really left for 8 months, it seems. He was just yeah, I did Creator Clash 2. I'm Texas boy now. I'm fucking living out here full time, brother. I'm living out here full time, brother. I'm a Texan man. Has Myth met Kaya? No. You want to know how long Myth has not been around? He hasn't even fucking met Kaya. Exactly. He's out there homesteading, brother. He's out there punching coyotes. He's like, I don't need no shepherd dog. I'll punch a coyote in the mouth. Need to show his dog to a black man so she's not racist. I mean, once I start bringing her to the park, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And around my other friends. She will socialize perfectly after that. It won't be like an issue at all. We joked about this, but I'm gonna just confuse her when it comes to that. No, we joked about this, but like someone joked about this on stream, but like that's a very real thing. Yes, if your dogs are not properly socialized around black and brown people, they can become fucking racist. Like, it's not a joke. That's why a lot of white families who just like, they're not even doing it deliberately, but a lot of white families that aren't around like black people regularly, and the only time they see like a black or brown person is when it's like the postman or something, will often unintentionally have some racist ass pups. I mean, it's not that different than humans, let's be real. You know what I mean? Yeah, people that live in fucking segregated ass communities their whole lives end up being socially conditioned into having racist ass thoughts. Hasanabi heads after watching one stream.
Do you know how easy this is for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke. And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
Okay. A dog in our neighborhood bit exclusively me and other black people. I thought it was deliberately raised to be that way. It's often not deliberately raised to be that way. I mean, listen, if you're black or brown, you already know. There's like a lot of instances where there's like unintentional racism. We forgot about budget. How expensive is Japanese food, really? Chris Abroad. We forgot about the Nephilit or whatever the hell it's called. And we have Sunny and the cake TikTok drama.